Welcome to Midvale Speedway, April 8th, 2006. Season opener here at Midvale Speedway. Along with Karen and Bear Schwartz, the owners and promoters of Midvale Speedway, and my partner, John Chapman, on second camera tonight. This is your video announcer, Craig Fishler. Welcome you to a somewhat very frigid, cold night here at Midvale Speedway. Once that sun goes down, the temperature should drop down in the low 30s. But no rain in sight, and Karen and Bear decided to go for it. And right after these hot lap sessions, we'll be right back with the first heat race of the 2006 racing season. Okay, here we go. First heat of the 2006 season. Dwayne Dunn and Ryan Tedesco. Bring them in. Ron J. Burr Jr. in 22. Spur. Bob Sibla Jr. in 42. Don Harvey Jr. 12. Marcus Mappa 75. And 2005 season champion, point champion, Mike Miller. Dwayne Dunn out in front in car 32. Marcus Mappa second. Ron J. Burr Jr. at third spot. Don Harvey Jr., Marcus Mappa, Mike Miller, and Bob Sibla Jr. Marcus Mappa on the inside. For about over fourth spot. Dwayne Dunn out in front. Black flag coming out for him. Let's Ryan Tedesco into the lead. Bob Sibla Jr. Your winner of the first heat of the 2006 racing season from New Philadelphia, Ryan Tedesco. Okay, moving to the second heat of the late models here tonight. Open the night at Midvale Speedway. Man, is it cold, and it's going to get colder. On the pole from Janae Hunt, Ohio, it's Dangerous Daryl Dexter in 55. Mark Wilson in 18. Back on the inside from Newport, Ohio, it's Tom Garbrand. On the outside of him in car 17 from Canton, Ohio, Bob Schneider Jr. Next row back, Bob the Animal Eichel in 69. And Stempel in 29. Dan Stempel in car 29 rounds out your field. They're bunching them up. Next time by, we should be going racing. Daryl Dexter, Mark Willison, Tom Garbrand, Bob Snyder, Bob Eichel, and Dan Stempel. Here we go. Mark Willison out in front, Daryl Dexter second, Tom Garbrand third, Bob Snyder fourth, Bob Eichel in fifth. Mark Wilson out in front. Snyder second. Tom Garbrandt now on the outside. Mark Wilson, Bob Snyder, Tom Garbrandt. Bob on the inside. He'll take over second exit turn 4. Flag out. Mark Wilson, Tom Garbrandt, Bob Snyder Jr., Darrell Dexter, Bob Eichel, and Dan Stempel will finish the race. Your winner of the second heat tonight from Minerva, Ohio, number 18, Mark Wilson. Okay, moving to the heat of the sports stocks. On the pole will be Chris Grubbs, 23, flanked on the outside by his brother Nick Grubbs at 24. Chris Cale in 10, 4, Josh Grove, 15, Willie Walker, 18, Kurt Waller, 75, Ron Daig, 7, Gabe Pringle, taking his dad's number, 34, Keith Thomas in 34, 38, Kevin McClintock, and 2, Jeff Lonzer. There's your lineup for the sports stock heat race tonight. Okay, we might get a start. Two brothers, Chris Grubbs 23, Nick Grubbs 24, bringing them across the line. The first caution of the year here at Midvale Speedway. Okay, total restart. Here we go. Chris Grubbs on the inside, Nick, his brother, on the outside. Ron Daig on the pace at 75. Josh Grove on the inside. Josh Grove is your race leader. They're all bunched up there about for 4th spot. Nick Grubbs is second in 24. Willie Walker third in 15. Pete Thomas shuts her down. Trying to catch that second spot. Josh Grove out in front. Nick Grubbs second. Willie Walker third. Fourth is Gabe Pringle. Fifth, Kevin McClintock. Sixth, Kurt Waller. White flag out. Josh Grove, Nick Scrub, Willie Walker, Gabe Pringle, Kevin McClintock, Kurt Waller, Chris Grubb, Jeff Lonzer, and Chris Kale. Picking up the heat in the sports stocks tonight from Dover, Ohio. It's Josh Grove in car number 4. Okay, moving into the fast heat of the pure stocks. On the pole, Jimmy Orr in car 28. On the outside, him, Rich Schweitzer in 84. 81 is Chester McMasters. Moving up from the third heat to the fast heat in one season. 53, Rick Elkins Jr. 50, Teddy Oliver in your top qualifier, Randy Smart 17. Randy was also the point champion for the last 2 years in the pure stock. 4 wide. Caution out. Caution is out. Here we go. Rich Schweitzer, Jimmy Orr, Rick Elkins Jr., Randy Smart, Chester McMasters, and Teddy Oliver. Rich Schweitzer out front. Jimmy Orr shut the door on Randy Smart. Rick Elkins Jr. Randy Smart going for second, trying to bring Teddy Oliver with him. Jimmy Orr trying to hang on to third. Chester McMasters in 81. Nice to see old Chester up in the fast heat here at Midvale. Rich Schweitzer out in front, all by himself. But here comes Randy Smart as Teddy Oliver takes over third. Or tries to. Randy has caught Rich. Let's see if he can buy him. They're going to be side by side. They go into one. Randy gets him a little bit in 2. Rich pulls ahead a little bit in 3. Rich Schweitzer, Randy Smart, Teddy Oliver, Chester McMasters, and Jimmy Orr. Winner of the fast heat in the pure stocks tonight from New Philadelphia, Rich Schweitzer. $64, Doug Decker will bring him in. Number 1, that is Tim Rogers. Next row back, 10, and that would be Troy Gibbs. 70 is Miller. Higgins in 13, and Elkins. Chuck Elkins in 52. Tim Rogers in that second spot. Here comes Miller in 70. Chris Miller. Troy Gibbs in 10. Tim Rogers. He was on a tear at the end of the year, and he's taking right left where he left off. Tim Rogers, Canton, Ohio, out in front. Chuck Elkins on the inside in second. Chris Miller third, Doug Decker fourth. Halfway. Here comes Doug Decker back on the outside. Chuck Elkins into the lead. Decker now inching his way into second. Tim Rogers third, Douglas Higgins fourth, Chris Miller fifth, and Gibbs in sixth. White flag. Rogers for third. Chuck Elkins, Doug Decker, Douglas Higgins. Picking up the second heat in the Pure Stocks. Chuck Elkins in car 52. Okay, moving into the second heat of the Pure Stocks. On the pole, 07, John Whitmer in 07. On the outside of him, 8, that's Tim Oliver. Back on the inside, 03, that's Charles Rich. On the outside of Charles, that's number 12, that's John Leisure from Canton, Ohio. And in car number 82, Lou Francis in 82. Second heat race, Pure Stocks. Third heat coming at ya. Tim Oliver out in front, John Leisure second. Lou Francis in third. Whitmer fourth and Rich in fifth. John Leisure had a little trouble in hot laps. Hit the wall. Got her fixies out there racing. Lou Francis in second. Charlie Rich fourth, third, and John Whitmore in that fourth spot. Halfway for John Leisure. John out in front. There's second spot. Lou Francis. He holds down second. Charlie Rich in that third spot. Fourth, John Whitmer. Having a little mechanical trouble, trying to hang out there. White flag. John Leisure takes it down the backstretch into turn 3. John Leisure wins it. And we'll wait for second. That's Lou Francis. He's in turn 3 right now. They're picking him up. Lou Francis second. Charlie Rich in that third spot. Fourth, John Whitmer. Picking up the third and final heat race tonight from Canton, Ohio. Number 12, John Leisure. Okay, moving to the fast heat of the compact. 72, Russell Grandison, Mike Costello, 53. Kenny Ford in 67. Josh Irwin in 69. Looks like Blake Mackey in 157. Then 3 of Tad Grove. 65, Adam Mishler. 47 of Don Rupner Jr. Ron Myers in 44, your top qualifier. 35, John McNutt. Russell Grandson, lead lap 1. Mike Costello in that second spot. Kenny Ford third. Josh Irwin in that fourth spot. In the back. Russell Grandison, Mike Hostler, Kenny Ford. Russell Grandison, Mike Costello. Mike Costello, Russell Grandison. Mike Costello, Russell Grandison, Kenny Ford, Blake Mackey, Josh Irwin. Your winner of the fast heat tonight, Mike Costello in the compact class. Okay, Okay, getting ready to move into the second heat of the compacts. Joe Hershey will bring him in an 86. On the outside of him is 16, and I don't have any number for 16. 27 is Johnny Campbell. 2 is Jason Morgan. Tammy Rupner in 7. 45, Mike Powell. 48 would be Mike Roth. And let's see, 87.
37, ain't it?
No, Brad Henry in 87. And a 151, a little bit of shove out there. And he's taking off now. Chris Bloom in 151. I thought that was 16. Here's 6. That's Jason Anthony in 6. Okay, Joe Hershey, Jason Anthony will set the pace. Johnny Campbell in 27. And here we go. Jason Anthony out in front. Jason Morgan in that second spot. Third is Mike Powell. Jason Anthony out in front. Mike Powell second. Third, Jason Morgan. Then Tammy Rupner, Jill Hershey, Johnny Campbell, and Chad Henry in 87. Halfway. Powell almost said hello to Mr. Wall back here. Three-way battle for the lead. White flag. Powell on the inside. Here comes Jason Morgan. Caution is out. Okay, picking up the second heat from Canton, Ohio. Jason Anthony. Okay, moving to the third heat. 76 is Kenny Jewell. He'll start on the pole. 11, Mike Gribble. 127, that would be Jimmy Campbell. 05, Paul Stahl. 02, Jesse Page. 52, and that would be Ryan Kopp. 79, Pat Carnes. Here we go. Eight would be Orr, and 33 out there. Jay Hunt. Reniker in 75, moving up. Oh, Campbell all over the place. Come on, Pat. Kenny Jewell out in front. Kenny Jewell out in front. Reniker in that second spot. Paul Stahl in third. And Jimmy Campbell fourth inning. Doing a little dirt tracking again. Jesse Page, Pat Karn, Mike Gribble, or Hunt and Kopp. Reniker going for the lead on the outside. Reniker into the lead in 75. Here comes Jesse Page on the outside. White flag coming out. Reniker on the inside, Page on the outside. Here comes Paul Stahl. Kevin Reniker on the inside, he wins it. Page will finish second. Kenny Jewell. Paul Stahl fourth. Here's your winner. Kevin Reniker, your winner of the third heat tonight in the compact class.
Okay, 4th E Compact Division, 23 out there. Jason Young. 55 is John Reel. .118 out there, Cody Shush. 15 is Joe Ehrlich. Going on the way outside is car 51 out there. That's Joe Fitch. Your leader coming out of turn 4 is Joe Fitch. Or John Reel, I'm sorry. Car 18 on the outside of him, Mark Willison Jr. And Cody Shush dives down on the inside. Joe Ehrlich runs, head on into the wall back here in the backstretch. He's moving around inside the car, but he took a hard hit to the wall. Okay, after a long delay, we got Cody Shush bringing him in. And we're going one more. Okay, John Reel in second place, 18 out there. 51 out there, I should say, Joe Fitch. 115 is Howard Bartholow. And bringing up the rear is 23, Jason Leone. Keeps driving a high outside groove, real close to the wall out there.
White flag.
White flag coming out. Coming out of turn 4, Cody Shushin, 118 is your winner. 55, John Rio, 115, Howard Barcelo, and bringing up to 4th place is Joe Fitch in 51.
Cody Shush in 118, your winner of the 4th and final heat race. Up next, the late model feature. Okay, moving to the fast division here tonight at Midvale Speedway, the late models. And their 25-lap feature on the pole, Bob Snyder, Canton, Ohio. On the outside of him, Ryan Tedesco in New Philadelphia. Ron Jaber Jr., 22. Bob Sibla Jr., 42. Don Harvey Jr., 12. Mike Miller, your points champion of 2005. Dwayne Dunn in 32. Marcus Malcolm, your qualifier tonight in 75. Tom Garbrand, 64. Mark Willison in 18. I wish I could see the track, but someone's head's in the way. Dan Stemple in 29. 55 of Dangerous Daryl Dexter. And 69 of Bob Eichel.
Shut up.
Okay, Bob Snyder will bring him in 17th. He sets the pace. Ryan Tedesco on the outside. Make it through 1 and 2. But we don't make it through 3 and 4. Okay, here we go. Better start for Bob Snyder. And let's go on the outside. Ryan Tedesco brings out a caution. Ron Jaber. Marcus Malcolm on the inside of Bob Sibla Jr. Bob Snyder right in front of the white and orange 17. Second spot, Mike Miller 3rd, 4th is Marcus Malcolm, 5th, Bob Sibla Jr., 6th, Don Harvey Jr. and 8, Lloyd Dunn, Mark Wilson, Ryan Tedesco, Tom Garbrandt, Daryl Dexter, Bob Eichel, and Dan Stemple going a lap down. Bob Snyder trying to keep that car under control. Ron J. Bird Jr. in second spot. Mike Miller in third. Marcus Malcolm. And then Don Harvey Jr. Bob Sibla Jr. and then Dwayne Dunn. Mark Willison, Ryan Tedesco. Miller looks to the outside of J. Bird. Caution coming out again. Here we go. Bob Snyder, Mike Miller, Marcus Malcolm, the double file. Here comes Captain Sizzle's son, Marcus Malcolm, up to second. Bob Snyder, Marcus Malcolm, Mike Miller, Don Harvey Jr., Dwayne Dunn, Ryan Tedesco. Malcolm go to the outside. Marcus Malcolm takes over the lead. Halfway. Snyder in second. Marcus Malcolm shows the way down the backstretch. Snyder, Miller. Don Harvey Jr. in that fourth spot. Dwayne Dunn fifth. Then Ryan Tedesco. Mark Willis and Bob Sibla Jr., Tom Garbrandt and Daryl Dexter. Dwayne Dunn on the inside of Harvey. Marcus Malcolm out in front. Don Harvey Jr. going on the outside. He'll take over third. Dwayne Dunn wants fourth now. But Bob Snyder still got it. Ryan Tedesco. 5 to go. 5 to go. Dwayne Dunn into fourth. Boy, he does. Ryan Tesco, Bob Snyder, Mark Wallace, and Bob Sibla Jr., Tom Garbrand, and Dangerous Daryl Dexter.
At fastest time, last week on Saturday, you came down the hot lap, you took the car out for the first time, you were a little bit all over the place, but the track was cold, the tires were new, you took it out a couple times later and you got down in the 1450s, and the car's been fast ever since. Runs pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah, the car works real good. I got a little brake issue right now, hard getting in the corner hard. I start getting tail coming out, but we just slowed up and drove her into victory.
Yeah, it almost looked like the car had a little bit of a lean to the right nose down into the ground, but it seemed to work out in the outside lane.
We just got lucky. The tires are cool and got around him as quick as we can. You have to do it quick or you're not going to do it.
Have some people you want to thank?
I want to dedicate this race to Jim Rambud. I bought this car off his son and he died last year, and I just want to dedicate this race to Jim Rambud.
Your winner, let's hear it again for Marcus Malke.
One more. Okay, here's your lineup, or at least the cars out there. They'll get bunched up in the right positions, but we'll give the car numbers to you. Chris Cale in 10, 4, Josh Grove, winner of the heat race earlier this evening. 15, Willie Walker. 18, Bert Waller. 24 looks like that next would be, that's Gabe Pringle in 7. Then 34, Keith Thomas, your points champion of 2005 in this division last year. 38, Kevin McClintock. 24, Nick Grubbs. 23 is brother Chris Grubbs. 2, Jeff Lonzer, and 75, Ron Degg. Laps they'll go. Here we go. Chris Cale, Josh Grove. Bert Waller, Willie Walker, Keith Thomas, Gabe Pringle, Nick Grubbs, Kevin McClintock, Chris Grubbs, Jeff Lonzer, and Ron Degg. Right out your field. Chris Cale out in front. Josh Grove second. Bert Waller third. We got a battle for fourth. Willie Walker on the inside. Keith Thomas on the outside. Then Gabe Pringle. Nick Grubbs. Kevin McClintock. Then Chris Grubbs. Jeff Lonzer and Ron Degg. But Josh Grove's got his hands full. Here comes Willie Walker and Keith Thomas. Keith on the outside, Willie on the inside. Caution out on the track. Okay, 8 in, 12 to go. Chris Kale shows the way. They cross the line. Okay, I believe 8 in, 12 to go. Chris. Chris Gale showing the way. They're battle for second. Keith Thomas and Kurt Waller. Kevin McClintock and Ron Day. Then Josh Grove. Nick Grubbs. Gabe Pringle. Chris Grubbs. Will Walker and Jeff Lonzer. Chris on the inside, Keith on the outside. Kevin McClintock and Ron Day. Kevin McClintock on the inside. Chris Gale doing a whale of a job trying to hang on to that lead with last year's point champion right behind him. Dead heat into 3. Here comes Kevin McClintock and bringing Ron Day with him. White fly getting ready to come out next time. Now he's got Kevin McClintock bound Keith for second. White fly coming out for Chris Gale. Caution out. Chris Grubb looping the turn 2 right in front of the leaders. 1:18 in, 2 more to go for Chris Gale. Let's see if he can do it. Keith Thomas right behind him. We got a green. White flag is Kevin McClintock gets in the second. Looks like Chris is going to do it. Chris Gale. Kevin McClintock. Keith Thomas will finish 3rd. I got to plug it in. It's all right.
Well, we put a message board on the Mid-Vid website. People were hounding me for the last month saying, man, you suck. Basically, that's what they said. They said, you really stink out there. So before you run your trap on the message board, show us some results on the racetrack, and tonight you did that. Nice job, Chris.
Thanks. I just want to thank Bill, my wife,
all my kids, my dad, Mirzy, my mom, Kelly, standing back here, all my sponsors, WA Day Development, JB's Carpet Installation, Carla and Jason. Just want to thank everybody. For the first time in my life, I think I'm speechless. This is what I've always wanted to do, and I did it. So
That race was exciting. You probably really don't know how exciting it really was behind you. Because Keith Thomas and Kevin McClintock were driving their butts off trying to get around you, and somehow you're able to hold off Keith and you broke his 7-race winning streak.
I just want to say Keith Thomas is a hell of a driver. He ran me clean the whole race. Kevin did. I was a little frustrated after that heat race, but Josh Grove ran me real clean, and everybody ran clean tonight, and I'm just tickled.
Your winner, let's hear it for him, Chris King.
Brother. You got 3 pictures to take, so smell pretty. Get in there, Gina. Get one more of my wife. Come here, baby. Come on.
Okay, getting ready for the 15 lap. Pierce. No more. Back. Douglas Higgins in 13. Chuck Elkins 52. Jimmy Orr in 28. Justin McMasters in 81. Rich Schweitzer 84. Joe Oliver in 50. Rick Elkins 53. Randy Smart 17. Chris Miller in 70. Tim Rogers in 1. Lou France at 82. Gibbs in 10. John Leisure 12. Charlie Rich in 03. Whitmiller, John Whitmiller in 07 and 75. And 8 out there. Douglas Higgins shows the way. Jimmy Orr in the second. Chuck Elkins has testing the pressure, trying to hang on the third. Douglas Higgins in 13. Jimmy Orr trying to get by Douglas Higgins, your race leader with Justin McMaster in that third spot. Eddie Oliver 4th, Randy Smart 5th, Rich Schweitzer 6th. Jimmy Orr on the inside. Halfway. Three wide. Randy Smart and Chester Douglas Higgins. Douglas Higgins, car number 13, down there in turn number 3. Here we go. Teddy Oliver out in front. Justin McMaster second. Rich White's in third. Rick Elkins Jr. fourth. Fifth, Chuck Elkins fifth. Chris Miller. Lou Francis. Tim Rogers. John Leisure. Randy Smart. Gibbs. White flag coming out. Charlie Rich and Whitmer. Caution out. Axel of Tim Rogers down there. And Gibbs in 10. They're going to give it to Teddy Oliver in 50. He will be declared your winner.
Morgan Barr, Adam Stewart, Lori, my brothers, my whole family, everybody helped put the car together. DJ.
Okay, here's your line for the fast feature of the compacts. 15 lap fast feature on the pole. 67, Kenny Ford. On the outside of him, 69. That would be Josh Irwin. Back on the inside, Blake Mackey in 157, filling in for Tom Barrett. Tad Grove in car number 3, flanks him on the outside. Back on the inside, number 65, Adam Mishler. On the outside of him, Don Rufner Jr., 47. Ron Myers back on the inside in 44. And your top qualifier tonight, number 35, John McNutt. Mike Hosteller picked up the fast heat win earlier tonight in 53s back on the inside. Russell Grandison will flank him on the outside from Uricksville in car number 72. Chad Henry in 87 back here in the green and black 87. On the outside of him, Mike Powell in 45. And I just can't make out that last one. Error will get as it comes by. All right, that would be Chris Bloom in 151. Okay, they put the oil dry, rubbed it in a little bit, got about 4 or 5 laps. We'll be racing here very shortly. On the pole will be Kenny Ford. On the outside of him, Josh Irwin in 69. Tom Barrett. His car tonight being driven by Blake Mackey. Tad Grove in car number 3. Adam Mishler in 65. Don Rufner Jr. in 47. Ron Myers 44. John McNutt 35. Mike Hostetler 53. Russell Grandison 72. Chad Henry in 87. And Mike Powell in 45. That is your lineup. Chris Bloom had mechanical trouble. He's in the pits. 15 laps, fast, compact feature. Double points tonight. Kenny Ford out in front. Blake Mackey second. Josh Irwin third. Adam Mishler fourth. fifth spot. John McNutt sixth. Kenny Ford showing the way. Blake Mackey second. Kenny Ford out in front. Blake Mackey second. Josh Irwin third. Adam Mishler fourth. Don Ruther Jr. fifth. John McNutt in sixth. Kenny Ford showing the way. Blake Mackey. Josh Irwin, Don Ruther Jr., Adam Mishler, John McNutt, Ron Myers, Chad Grove. Kenny Ford, halfway, 8 in, 7 to go. Battle for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh. Kenny Ford, Blake Mackey, Josh Irwin, Adam Mishler, Don Ruther Jr. Here comes Ron Myers on the inside of John McNutt. Tad Grove getting back into it. Kenny Ford out in front. Blake Mackey holding on to second. You're bunched up for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. In, 3 to go. Kenny Ford, Blake Mackey, Josh Irwin, Don Ruther Jr., John McNutt, Tad Grove, Adam Mishler, Mike Hamilton, Mike Hosteller, Ron Myers, and we're going to go another lap. Russell Granison, Chad Henry, and Mike Powell. Kenny Ford. Kenny Ford, 2 laps to go. Mackey, Josh Irwin hanging on the third. Whoa. White flag. Battle for third. McNutt and Irwin. Kenny Ford will pull it off. Okay, picking up the fast feature tonight. I believe from Louisville, Ohio, it's Kenny Ford.
First race of the 2016, your winner, Kenny Ford.
The power of the Holy Spirit, that they will be able to walk in you in a way that is so victorious. Without blood, they're listening.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's
That is godly and acceptable before you. In Jesus' name, I pray for them.
Thank you for listening to Power of Gospel. Brother Suresh Babu. We trust that the Word of God ministered to you today. Has touched your life.
Kenny Ford. All right,
Our
Kenny.
address is Power of Gospel. Box 1596.
Okay. Matt Carnes will bring him across the line. Jason Anthony second, Jill Hershey third. Johnny Campbell in that fourth spot, fifth spot. Amy Rupner, Kevin Reneker, Hunt in 33. Jesse Page 02. Ryan Kopp 52 and Paul Stahl in 05. Out in front, Jason Anthony. Jason Morgan second. Matt Carnes third. Jill Hershey fourth. Johnny Campbell fifth. 3 wide out of 4. Jason Anthony out in front. Jason Morgan second. Pat Carnes third. Bill Hershey fourth. Johnny Campbell fifth. Kevin Reneker sixth. Amy Rupner in eighth. Jesse Page ninth. Kopp 10th. Paul Stahl in 11th. And 33 in 12th. Halfway. Kevin Reneker Anthony. That car still hangs on the third. Johnny Campbell still fourth. White flag. Jason Anthony leads it into three. Out of four, Jason Anthony, Jason Morgan. Battle for third, fourth. Here comes Jesse Page out of nowhere. He'll get third. Pat Car Sports, Johnny Campbell, fifth.
Become a third feature graduate, you're up to the second feature. This car almost looks good enough to get in that fast feature next week.
Yeah, a little bit more tweaking if we're going to try it.
Good run here in the second feature. Is this the fastest car you've had so far?
Yeah. This is Jim Miller's old car. Made me a good deal.
Let's hear it for your winner again, Jason Anthony.
Jason Anthony, your winner of the second heat feature tonight in the compacts.
Okay, third compact feature tonight on the pole is 51, Joe Fitch. On the outside of him, 55, John Reel. We got a green. 18 out there, Mark Willison Jr., Cody Shush, 118. Three wide for the lead out there. And your new leader is car 127, Jim Campbell. Car 76 out there is Kenny Jewell. 11 is Mike Gribble. Car number 8. We don't have a listing on car number 8. We got Howard Bartholow in 115. And Larry Ennis Jr. in car 20 out there. Your leader is still car number 127, Jim Campbell. In second place is Mark Wilson Jr. in 18. And coming up to third now is Mike Gribble in car number 11. They just give the black flag to car 130 out there, which is Mike Pavunka Jr. Now Mike Gribble looking to the outside of Mark Willison Jr. out there. Two second generation drivers right in a row.
Jimmy Campbell's on the way.
Yellow flag out for car 20, Larry Ennis. And can't see the number on the other car there. 115 out there. Howard Bartholow. Okay, we got a green flag, 127. We'll resume the lead, Jim Campbell. We have Mark Willison Jr. in 18 and Mike Gribble in 11. Mike Gribble on the outside. He's going to take second place. And the 76 car out there is Kenny Jewell. And I understand in car number 8 we have Lenny Orr, car number 8. Okay. Mike Gribble is now catching car 127 out there. breathing down Jim Campbell's rear bumper now. Halfway home this time around. Kenny Jewell catching up to the pack now. We got Jim Campbell in the lead, Mike Gribble in second, and Kenny Jewell now in third. And he's catching them. 5 more laps to go. Here comes Lenny Orr into the pack. Lenny Orr going on the outside now. Kenny Jewell. Jim Campbell, Mike Gribble, Kenny Jewell, and Lenny Orr. Lenny Orr skating to the inside, putting pressure on Kenny Jewell out there. We got a black flag coming out for somebody. Yellow flag out. Here we go. 3 laps to go. Jim Campbell, Mike Gribble, Kenny Jewell, Lenny Orr, and Mark Willison. Mike Gribble making a move on the inside. White flag going to come out this time by. 1 more lap to go for Jim Campbell. Mike Gribble making a move on the inside. What a race. Your feature winner, Mike Gribble. Son of the legendary Mac Gribble Jr. here. Okay, Mike Gribble, car number 11, will win the feature tonight. Son of Matt Gribble Jr. and his grandfather also raced here. Matt Gribble Sr. There he is, out of the car. Congratulations, Mike.
Well, Mike, congratulations. Yeah. Just caught 1.7 cars Campbell there, and I think it's basically waited until that last lap. It just didn't want to get out front too early and then not know what was going on behind you. You probably made the right move. Yeah, that's what my time it was up. Maybe next week you can get her up in the second feature and come from the back. Your winner, Mike Gribble.
Okay, we're over here in the pits open night with Johnny Camel. Johnny, second year of driving this year, right?
Yeah.
What'd you do to the car over the winter?
I got a whole different car. Last year I had automatic. I got 5-speed this year.
Okay, all right. Did you get any of the hot lap sessions in this last week?
Yeah, I was here last night. Now I was here last week too.
Okay. Did the car come around for you?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
Okay, all right. And what's your goals for this year in the compact class?
Take my uncle out.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, not in the figure 8 though, right?
No.
No. You mean in the compact races, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean the last race that 127 and 27 were involved in, though you weren't anything involved in it, but I think a couple of people off camera kind of decided to meet in the intersection, didn't
Mess
they?
up my car.
Yeah, yeah, and I bet you really gave them hell when you got home, didn't you, huh?
Well, I was hoping my dad didn't slow down. I wanted them to run into each other.
Okay, well, they did, didn't they? All right, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, we're in the pits now with Jimmy Campbell. And Jimmy, you came back to racing after a few years off, is that correct, last year?
Yeah.
Okay, and I see that the madness is still there because you came back in this year, right?
Yep.
And a whole new car for you this year, or
No, the Escort made it.
the Escort made it through, so you're going to do it, or you're going to run it till the wheels fall off?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys tried it to figure 8, but I mean, they all stayed on, so you got to keep running it, right? Right. So, what's your goals for this year besides taking
To
your
win,
nephew
I
out?
don't want to take the 27 out because when he's behind me, I can't take him out that way.
Oh, I see. And you're planning on him being behind you quite a bit, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Pits with Don Harvey Jr. And Don, you're coming back to Midvale for the season opener. Glad to see you down here.
Well, thank you very much.
To do a lot of work on the car over the winter?
Yeah, we built a new motor and stuff. Get ready for, I think we're going to try to main event a little bit.
But you're going to be coming down here maybe like on a bi-weekly basis maybe, or whenever you can? Or
Yeah, we're going to try. Just keep the cobwebs out, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And so who's the main sponsors on your car for this year?
Right now, Richmond Muffler and Akron Truck Tire.
Okay, all right. And plan on being in all the main event races, you think, or maybe just the ones in Ohio, or?
No, we're going to try to get them all.
Okay, all right. So, well, hey, good luck to you tonight. Try to keep warm.
All right, I'm going to try.
It's only going to be like about 20 out there when the races start, the features start. So, take care.
All right, thanks.
Okay, we're over here in the pits with Mike Hostetler. Mike, you drive the number 53 compact, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So, brand new car for you this year?
Same car, just painted different and put a lot of money in her.
Looked pretty fast out there during practice over the last weekend.
Yeah, it's getting there. Need to do some more things to it, but just try as we go.
Yeah. So far this afternoon, things going your way?
Yeah, had some trouble last night actually. Computer went bad and alternator, and got that all fixed up, and it's run pretty good.
Good. Any sponsors you want to thank on the car for this year?
Yeah, Howder Landscaping, Pile Racing, and Wood Motorsports.
Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're over here in the pits with Mike Powell. Mike, you're back out here your sophomore season in the compact class, right?
Yeah.
Have any trouble so far tonight?
No, car's running good tonight.
Gonna be awful cold, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be freezing.
Yeah. Probably down in the high 20s before your race comes around tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a little chilly, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah. Do a lot of changes on the car over the winter? Or?
Just about everything's new on it, except for the windshield.
Well, you got to keep some of the old, right?
Yeah.
Any sponsors you want to thank on the car for this year?
Just mainly want to thank my wife for putting up with me, Madison Transmission for all their help, and Woodland Motorsports again.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're over here with Jimmy Orr. Jimmy, you're going to start the year out here at Midvale Speedway. You were here a couple times last year, decided to pack it in, but you started out the year fresh here at Midvale this year, right?
Yeah, I decided to put a pure stock together and come here and have some fun this year.
Yeah. As of right now, you're driving a borrowed car right now, correct? You're still working on your car?
Yes. I should have my own here in about 3 weeks.
Is that right? Okay, all right. Pretty cold out there this afternoon. The track pretty slick?
It ain't real bad. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, you know what? By the time the features roll around, that track's really going to change, isn't it?
Oh, I know, yeah. It's hard to say what we're going to have.
You might have to have 20 laps of hot laps just to get the tires heated up before we race, right?
Yeah, it might be like an ice skating ring out there at season time.
That's right. Because one starts to scoot, somebody else is going to end up.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah. So, any sponsors you want to thank on the car?
I'd like to thank Woods Motorsports for letting me use the car. And Lee's Famous Recipe.
Okay. Good luck to you tonight, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're over here with Chris Bloom. And Chris, you started out your second year in the compact class, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do a lot of work on the car over the winter?
Yeah, me and my dad put a whole bunch of money in the front end. You had to get it all fixed and stuff for this year. Bunch of work.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. You got a little mishap down Columbus at the end of the year. Got kind of, tore up right in the front end.
Yeah, so I had to borrow a car to go up to Columbus. Really didn't do too well up there, but
Yeah. Well, but you never get any better really in the long run unless you do a little traveling, so you can maybe bring something back that you learned down there that might have worked, might work here at Midvale. But any sponsors you want to thank on the car for this year?
Lee's Famous Recipe, Alpha Lanes, and DJ's Country Creations.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, maybe we'll see you in Victory Lane later on this evening. All right.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you, Howard. See you drew out here. Is this the first night out for you, or for practice or anything? Or,
Yeah.
Okay. Brand new car for you?
Well, I just put a new motor and transmission in it.
Okay. All right. How's the car running for you so far?
Oh, it's running a lot better than what the last one did.
I bet. A little quicker, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, but a lot of cars in the compact class here tonight.
Well, all I can do is try.
There you go. There you go. Any sponsors you want to thank on the car?
I got Ram Karaoke and DJ Country Creations and Bates Metal.
Okay. Well, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm down here in the Pure Stock pits with two-time season champion, points champion, Randy Smart. Randy, how's the car running for you tonight?
So far, it's doing pretty good. We'll have to see what happens at qualifying here tonight.
Now, it's a brand new car or new skin?
It's new skin, a little bit of work done to the chassis, but it's pretty much the same car as the last 2 years.
You put that car together in about 5 weeks at Roger Butler's garage, huh?
That's right. He's a big help to us all.
Yes, he is. I mean, without Roger, about half these cars wouldn't be here at Midvale, would they?
I don't know about half, but there'd be a lot of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true too. But any sponsors you want to thank on the car?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Kurt Guerin, Weaver Barnes, Adam Myers, Realty Executives, all of them. A lot of help. Roger, he helps us out. We already said that.
Yeah. Your plans are running full season in the Pure Stock?
That's my wife's plans. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, there you go. Is the track pretty slick out there tonight?
Seems a little loose coming off,
yeah.
But hopefully we'll get these cars out here, get some rubber on the track.
Yeah.
It'll hook back up.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Okay.